Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 tips and tricks video. Now this video is going to be a little bit different from other ones. I've already done all the videos where I've given the simple tips and the common tips that will help you out in this game. But now, like I've said in my previous videos, I've been asking people to leave stuff down in the comment section down below, and this is a series that I've done on previous Call of Duty games as well, and people really seem to enjoy it. And it's basically where I answer people's, it's sort of like a Q&A format. I answer your guys' comments down in the comment section down below, but the questions people are asking me is not if I have a pet turtle, and they're asking me questions about the game, and it's really awesome for me because I get to give direct feedback to people from the comments and what they're asking, and that's what today's video is. 6 tips. I've taken 6 people's comments, things that they're struggling with, things that they want tips and tricks on from my last video, and I'm basically going to answer them in tonight's video and give a good detailed explanation, so not just the person listening, but all the viewers can learn a couple things from this video and become a lot better at the game, because this is the really in-depth, advanced sort of tips, because I'm going niche and answering people's questions. So of course, if you want to be in the next video of this series, drop a comment down below and maybe I'll answer your question for the next one. Who knows? Drop a comment, also drop a like. Let's go for 1,500 likes. The support has been amazing. Still on the grind, doing multiple uploads a day. I know a lot of them have been tip videos lately. I still have a lot of class setups, which I'm going to try to knock out this weekend, and just a bunch of stuff going on. It's been really awesome. But drop a like. 1,500 likes is of course the goal. Subscribe if you guys are new. We're really close to like 900k, dude, and I'm so excited to hit that and up and beyond to 1 million, hopefully, because I'm just going to keep grinding. I like this game. This game is better than I expected, and I expected good, because obviously coming off of Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, but yeah, this game is awesome. I like it. Let's get into it. So I'll basically show the questions up on the screen as I'm answering them, so you guys can read along or whatever. So Big Shad leaves this comment, and this is his comment. I have aim problems. I have problems closing, snapping onto enemies with the right stick. I usually move my body to line my sights up with the enemy, and that usually gets me killed a lot. I do decent, but I feel I can do better. I have control freaks and everything. Do you have any tips? I'm really seeking help. So this is a good question. First of all, control freaks are definitely dope. They will help you aim better. Use code GOBLIN, shameless plug. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But I do use a control freak on my right stick, and I've been sponsored by them. I've been using their product for like 5 years. It does help me with my aim, I feel like, and I can never like play without it nowadays. So I have aim problems. So basically, my answer to this question is a couple things. First of all, you should not be aiming with the left stick. The right stick should be your aimer, and the left stick should be your strafer. So if you have a gun like stock, like if you're watching this gameplay, I'm using the Maddox, and some people might even say abusing the Maddox, which is a super strong gun, and the strafe of it, strafing back. Obviously, I didn't win that gunfight. I didn't strafe hard enough, but basically strafing back and forth is basically what you want to do with the left stick. The right stick should be all about aim. So I think that's where your first problem is. The second thing is trying to line up sights with the enemies. It's Call of Duty, and there's really not much of that unless you're using a shotgun or a sniper, where you have to make that first shot connect. Most of the time, and this is where a lot of people go wrong, is they try to aim that. This is their process when they see an enemy: aim down sights, line up the target, and then shoot. When really your process should be, as soon as you see an enemy, start spraying, even if the first couple of shots are hip fire, and immediately aim down sights in their area. This game is so, like, Call of Duty is such a twitch shooter that if even one shot of those spray hits, that can win you the gunfight, because gunfights can come down to where you're at 1 HP. Literally in this game, you can see your health, and that's definitely a thing. As soon as you see someone, start spraying immediately, and then focus on aiming, right away after, but the split second after. Just start spraying right away, and then aim down sights and lock in that aim. I think that's definitely the way to do it. I honestly think the answer for this question is don't focus so much on the aiming and let it come more naturally. Next question from Dominic Flint. Is there any way to counter the dog? There's one way, and I think Forrest Gump did it best. Run. You have to just run. The dog is ridiculous unless you're out in an open space where you can clearly see it coming at you and you can unload the bullets in it. There's like no auto aim, no aim assist on that thing, it feels like, and it just charges you so quick and one-shots you. As of right now, there's a lot of stuff in this game that, of course, the game just came out, that's a little bit unbalanced, I would say, especially with the specialists, with them, a lot of the stuff is just really overpowered. The Ajax, when they rush you with the riot shield that you can shoot through, a ballistic shield, whatever they call it, because you can shoot through it. There's not much you can do nowadays, like, with this game, and that's the one thing that is definitely BS about this game, is a lot of the specialists are you know, you don't have to earn them. They're basically free. I'm sure you can earn them faster if you're a good player. But is there any counter to the dog? Run away from the Ajax. My tip here is basically, I want to use this question to tell you guys, it's not bad to run away from stuff, especially if you're on a streak. As long as you're not giving up the game-winning objective or something like that. You know, sometimes you do have to back off and then take. It's all about map control. So back off. If they have a dog and Ajax and, you know, a helicopter up, obviously they're gonna have map control. Let them have that and then fight back when it's time. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to either take an objective or, you know, push their spawn before even making that map control. That's kind of a separate point. My answer to this is counters. Sure, there's, you know, tac mask counters, some things, flak jacket counters, other things. You could have engineer for an advantage, but if you see someone rushing you and you think you don't have a good chance, back away, run away. You know, that's always the right play to make in this sort of game. Next question is from Jarvis Popo, and this isn't a question, this was just something I found funny. There is no tip that will make you a god at BO4. Just have a good connection and you're already halfway there. Now, this is a interesting point because I want to address it because I see a lot of people always say that. Number one tip is just upgrade your internet, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it is true. If you have better internet, if you have 200 download speed, you're probably going to get not even a decent advantage over people with 5 download speed. But the common misconception that you need the best gaming equipment and the best internet to even do decent or great at Call of Duty is just completely wrong. And for example, when I started YouTube, I started Call of Duty YouTube on, well, I started on Black Ops 1, but mainly Modern Warfare 3 around 2011, 2012, right? And I didn't have a TV that I could hook up the basically the HD recorder to. So I got a free big fat box TV off Craigslist. I went to the guy's house, got it for free, and that's what I played on. All those triple Moab. Well, I did switch to a monitor like maybe 9 months later or something like that, but most of those triple double Moabs I had in MW3 were on a fat monitor with a 5 download speed and a 1 upload speed or something like that. I had terrible internet. Now I have better stuff, obviously, because I'm a YouTuber, but that is not, you know, just using that as an excuse is definitely not the way to do it. And one thing about connection is you can manipulate it yourself. You know, of course, some areas just have bad connection. You might just have a bad download or upload speed. Maybe you should upgrade it. But like I said, I was doing good in the game with 5 and 1. But you know, obviously those are super bad speeds nowadays. But you got to think that was years ago too. But what I would say here is with this, basically, equipment is not everything and the connection is not everything, and basically what you should do is you should focus on your gameplay aspects, and of course those things can give you advantages, but honestly using that as an excuse, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's totally fine. But like I just tried to use that as an example to say that yes, connection can give you a advantage, but it's not something that, yo, this guy has the best connection. There's kids that have probably thousands of download speed that don't know how to aim down sight, you know. So that's what I want to say as far as that. It's not all about equipment. The stuff can help you. I really recommend a Scuff and a Control Freaks, any sort of headset. I think that stuff is important. I also think a gaming monitor is important, but those things aren't game breaking, and it's not like you can't do good without having those. So I thought I would address that. Next question comes from Dr. J-Man. Please define in a head glitch. Now, this is something that I've been saying a lot in my videos, and maybe it's my fault for just assuming people knew. It probably is, but a head glitch is essentially when you're ducking behind cover and only your head is exposed. Now, is it a glitch in the game? No, it's supposed to be like that, right? It's called cover in a shooting game. But for some reason in Call of Duty, I don't know where it originated from, but it's been called head glitch for years. And what I mean by in a head glitch is when enemies are on those, you have to shoot them in the head, and you probably want to back off from those fights. And how you want to play the game is sort of moving from head glitch to head glitch, and sort of moving from cover to cover aggressively is definitely the way to play it. As you can see right here, I'm posted up on the rock. I start to lose the gunfight, so I back off. I realize I'm getting overpressured, and then he takes the rock from me, and he has the head glitch on me and is able to win because of that. So maybe it was a bad, well, obviously it was a bad play for me to give up that head glitch. Fights for head glitches are important, and that goes into another thing with map control. Taking, you know, if you have those and you can get multiple kills easily, they have to hit you in the head, you have to hit them the whole body, you're going to have the advantage in that fight, and that's what head glitches are, and that's why you should use them. Next question from Puck Bunny. How do you combat jumpers? I lose most gunfights to jumpers. Now, I think jumping is the way to do it. Jumping around corners gives you a huge advantage. Like Puck Bunny says, he hates when people do it. The way I do it is with the Scuff controller. I'm able to jump because I have the paddle on the back. Use code GOBLIN for Scuff controllers. They're great controllers. Kind of expensive, like up more than $100, but you have those paddles in the back, so you're able to jump while aiming, which is a huge key. How do you combat against jumpers? all you can do is expect the jump, and you'll know if there's a jump shotting person in your lobby, or scuff jumpers, people like to call them. You'll know because they will do it over and over and over. Now, on one end, how to combat them, I think you should jump around corners as well and use it to your advantage. And I also think how to combat them is only just predicting the jump. It's very, very hard to do, but if you could maybe recognize the person based on the specialist they use, know that's the tryhard player, you spot them around the corner off the head glitch, expect the jump, and not even just expect it, but sort of just try to follow them with your aim. Let the aim assist carry, sort of follow the aim shot, and that's basically all you can do, is just jump at them as well. And those gunfights are kind of 50-50, and I tend to avoid them as much as I can. Next tip is Ben's B, sensitivity and how to play smart and not die but get killed. So I use sensitivity 6.6. Check my whole settings video I made a couple days ago. You guys should all check that out. But basically, how to play smart and not die but get kills is by patrolling in this game, moving head glitch to head glitch, but not going too deep in their spawns, because the spawns, increased health, it's harder to kill multiple enemies, and the spawns are super duper, tight in domination or in hardpoint or in any objective game mode, basically. So how to not play smart and not die but get kills, it's finding that balance. I tend to say, like I said in my video earlier, play decently aggressive, move aggressively head glitch to head glitch, and then when you're on a streak or the enemies have something that you have to run away from, that's when you should sort of back off, convert on those streaks, and that's the best way to play the game. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like, leave some comments, guys. I need some good comments for the next video I'm going to be answering, and hope you guys did enjoy this. Yeah, smack a like, subscribe if you guys are new, tap that button on the screen, subscribe, and have a good one. I'm out. Peace.